Hello everyone. Today I want to make a video on the long-term use of my LG C7 65-inch OLED TV. I've had the TV for a couple of months now and was just thinking about most reviewers of TVs usually do one TV usually after receiving it after a couple of days and then give their final thoughts. However, as I'm a long-term user of this TV and I've used it for for quite some time now, I thought it was good today to just highlight my thoughts about the TV so far after these couple of months. We'll be discussing a couple of subjects, including normal TV broadcast content, which I probably cannot show because of copyright reasons, Hdr content, as you're seeing right now, other uses of the television in terms of gaming, color accuracy, and also image retention, which is a subject which is is discussed a lot. And also a lot of commenters are wondering whether image retention is a real problem with this TV. And I'll be going into this more, and also an example of image retention which I've had on the 55-inch LG OLED C7. So let's get to it. I think the first thing which probably should speak about is this TV compared to other televisions which I've had or which I've seen, or even projectors. The quality of this television set is still amazing. I think it's two things. Is also it's also the size of the television. It's a 65-inch panel, so you will really notice that it's very large, especially from this viewing distance. After all this time, it's become a normal size for me. You you simply get used to it, but I'm still very much amazed at how good the quality of this television is, and I still have a lot of moments where I'm watching even standard broadcast TV, and I'm wondering how the quality of this set can be so good because, especially in cinema mode, the quality is simply unparalleled. I'm still actually seeing the difference between this TV set and average LED LCD TV. So the quality of the panel, the quality of the OLED is still very much there. You don't get used to it actually. There are still moments where you think, wow, even normal broadcast TV like just your average show looks so much better on this OLED panel than it would on, let's say, just some LED LCD which your neighbors could have. So the quality isn't just good on HDR content like this, it's actually even very good on standard broadcast TV, which in the Netherlands is at most HD. Coming to the upscaling of these broadcasts is just amazing. It looks it looks just like 4K in some programs, also depending on the quality of the program itself. So you do really notice that, especially late night talk shows, which usually have some decent cameras, look just amazing on this TV. So coming back to that, I think even if you're buying the TV for just broadcast television, the quality will be much more better than any other TV you've seen so far. When coming to HDR content, like you're seeing right now, the television just shines. Many people have the problem that this OLED panel doesn't get as bright as some high-end LED LCDs. It does get brighter than a lot of standard LED LCDs in the lower price range, so you should note that. but the HDR simply pops because the contrast is so amazing between the blacks and the bright lit parts on the scene. The per pixel on and off thing of this television simply makes the HDR content pop. And as you can see in different tests, the LG OLED actually performs very well in comparison to high-end LCD LEDs. So for HDR movies and HDR content, it's almost a clear winner. It's a very good television, and it's very close to reference quality. It's not like a broadcast monitor, obviously, but it's not that far away. So the quality on the panel on standard broadcast and HDR content like HDR Blu-rays or even HDR YouTube content is just amazing. The TV does get very bright, obviously at the max of 1000 nits, but especially in a well-lit room like this one, all the curtains are open and light comes from every corner of the room. The TV is still very bright, and it's brighter than my previous television, the Philips Ambilight TV. So in terms of brightness, you're not really missing out on anything. Obviously, it doesn't get as bright as the top-end LCD LEDs like the Sony CD9, but its ability to turn off every pixel individually does give it the edge, in my opinion. In terms of gaming, I've enjoyed it a lot. The response time in game mode is very quick. You don't have any noticeable input lag. And aside from that, the colors on the screen make every game which you play, and I've played retro games on the SNES Classic and also games on the Switch and the PS4. It just makes every game look just so amazing, especially the dark scene games. Just look incredible on this LG C7 OLED television. So it's just a joy to even watch the most simple content of this television because it makes the most out of the source it gets. If we're going to go to image retention, which is the last thing which a lot of people requested to me to talk about, after long-term use, you do have image retention if you're going to have things too long. Well, my example of this was when I had a Blu-ray on, and the thing is the TV doesn't go in standby mode when I had a Blu-ray in the Blu-ray player, and I paused the menu. And then I did something else and I just forgot about it for about maybe 1.5 hours. And the thing was, there was actual image retention of this rectangle on the bottom left on the screen, the bottom left side. And the only thing to clear it was to use, if I'm correctly, the pixel perfect mode or the pixel refresher mode, which removed image retention, but it was very much there. You could especially see it when you had a gray area on the screen. So if you had a completely gray area on the screen, you would clearly see that there was image retention. So that tells you that even after 1.5 hours of use, there was already some signs of image retention. So the thing is, if you're going to use the OLED for gaming and or even as a computer monitor, you will have to have some degree of carefulness when you are handling this display. Because it's simply a fact that even this TV will have some image retention. There's no way around it. And displaying images for long periods of time will certainly have an impact on this display, so that should be noted. I've had the image retention issue on the LG C7 55 inch, and I've had very minor cases of image retention when gaming on this C7 65 inch, where certain display logos would stay on the screen on a completely white loading screen after playing a track on a racing game. The image retention would probably will always be gone when playing just something out for watching TV immediately, but it was there, so that's something to note. So that was my long-term review of this TV. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next videos. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.